everybody, it's Aquila and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. It is early Wednesday morning. I was in office yesterday. So today is August 18th, episode 129, I believe. I will correct myself if I was wrong. The summer months really feel like they got away from me with recording timely? I don't know. It's now Wednesday and I'm just now recording my intro. So, all right, intro. Aquila, Baltimore, husband, kids, cats, etc. This is a knitting / any crafty stuff I'm getting into podcast. And I post once a week and I post on Saturdays. Woo! Maybe I should have more coffee. Do you guys drink coffee? Do you drink tea? Is this what wakes you up? Honestly, I say I should drink more coffee, thinking it's going to wake me up, but the shower is actually what wakes me up. I take a shower every morning because that is what I need. I can drink coffee, I can drink Red Bull, I can drink anything that's super caffeinated and go to sleep. It doesn't really affect me, I guess. School season is on its way. Some of you, I know your kids are already back in school. And so with the start of school comes fall, and I am gonna, not in this clip because I don't have it with me. This is all just coming to me. I have yarn that was donated, and I'll show you the yarn and talk about, I'll give you the person's name and all that when I show you the yarn. It is a sweater's quantity of yarn, y'all. And you know what? I'm going to do a giveaway. I am going to do a giveaway because sweater season is upon us. And even though it's still warm, like where we are, I know it's still in the 80s, but to ensure you can wear said sweater that you make, you need to kind of start it now, right? So I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and I think I'll have to do another, say a word in the comments, and the generator will pick from that. I don't know what that's going to be. And I'll think of that, and I'll record the next clip with the yarn. Woo! This is not a polished podcast. Sorry. Not sorry. I don't know. I've been working on John's pants. Now, if you know the story, if you are a long time, not even long time, it's been in the last couple episodes. Also, you can follow us down below at all the links. And I post everything that I talk about. And if I don't post something, ask me and I'll let you know. I'm making John a pair of granny square pants. They have been now dubbed fancy pants, and they have now been dubbed the almost famous pants. So I've put together all but 3 squares that were mailed to us. Thank you again to all the people who have mailed us any squares. Give me 1 second. I'm still attached, so sorry. I know we showed you these not long ago. I have one more row to do down at the bottom here. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I think once I put on the one more row and then trim it with the gray, this gray that I have, I think they're going to be long enough, and then put the waistband on. He doesn't want me to trim it until I put the waistband on, so I need to finish putting this last row of squares on. So, because I need 8 for a whole row, I had to make a few, which I'm totally okay with. And so I had made this one as an example to ask people to send some. So this was my example. This is going in the pants. And then John had asked for some of his yarn that he dyes in his pants. So one of the early colors, and I know some people will remember, this is Manic Panic. The gray is just an acrylic yarn I had. And the Manic Panic was a fingering held, and it's held triple. So I'm just gonna stay out of focus because I'm gonna keep holding these up. This second one, I made Hayes a bolero out of the green. It was a springtime green. And the dark green is in acrylic. I'm trying not to cover my face too, but I'm sorry. Only because some people read lips, and now I'm out of focus. The third one has one strand of John's color and two strands of Mesa Skeins. It was her spring colorway set. The purple was acrylic. Excuse me. And the greenish color in here is yarn I used, I believe, in Hazel Socks. It was like, I think it was the very first colorway John dyed. But I held it triple with Macy's yarn, and I think it looks really pretty, so. And then the last one, if you guys remember, John had pulled me in the dye room and said, surprise, you're dyeing yarn today. And I made this color that kind of looked like a bomb pop or a rocket pop, and it was like red and pink, or pink and blue and whatnot, and so I paired it with a white. So I am going to sit here this morning. John took his this morning, so I have a little bit of time. And I'm gonna put these squares on his pants, and that's where we are. So yeah, stay tuned for all the other information. I'm scatterbrained today. I just kind of like on the whim. That's how this works around here, on the whim. All right, I'm gonna add these in. Bye. Okay, everybody, it is Thursday, August 19th, and I have brought up that yarn that I wanted to show you guys. From a viewer, and her name is Michelle, right? Gosh, I'm terrible with names, but I wanted to make sure. Michelle, she sent us giveaway yarn, and I'm very excited about this. So with fall coming, I want people to be able to possibly cast this on to wear this winter. So I need to say it can only be US. Shipping costs are still crazy. We've just had a bad experience, and sorry. So she sent us, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they are caked up. She said they're full skeins. She just never used them, and so now we have them. This is Lure, which is a woolen spun DK weight yarn. I am gonna show you some video here in a minute, but this is Lure, and it's made in England. I think Kent is where I saw, I was looking it up on Ravelry to read about it, but it says right here, processed in a mill in England's historical textile region of West Yorkshire, is made of 100% lamb's wool from the Romney sheep breed. It is an honest woolen spun DK yarn that blooms into a beautifully knitted fabric. I've never knit with this before. We named this yarn Lure to honor the stories we create with wool. Great stories happen with those who knit them. Won't you share your knitting story with us? I think that's great. So 7 balls, and there is 273 yards. Alexa, what's 7 times 273?
7 times 273 is 1,911.
1,911 yards of DK weight yarn. So I'm going to show some examples here. I was looking on Rav, and I put in this yarn, and I found patterns that were designed with this yarn. So these will roll through as I'm talking. So what we're going to do is, in the comments, again, you have to be US based. I'm really sorry. And in the comment, you have to use the word lore. That will be the tag word, and that's how I will pull the comment. Use the word lore, L-O-R-E, and then maybe tell me what you think you might knit with it. This is a beautiful, like, heathery gray. I wonder if it tells you what color it is. It's called Confident. That's a good name. I like it. So, there you go. It's really beautiful. She also gifted us some other yarns for a giveaway. They will not be in this episode. I'm going to save them for another episode, but look what I have to give away. A Color Riot. Some hedgehog. Wait, is that hedgehog? Yes, hedgehog. I've never knit with this before. I've never knit with Nicole of Hugh Loco. That's the Color Riot. This was from Darn Good Yarn, like a club, I guess. Sorry, I don't know if the videos are still rolling. This is like a silk yarn. This booklet tells you everything about it. And I'm not sure what this is. It's untagged, but that's okay. It will probably get lumped in with something else. I don't know the weight. This is a worsted weight. This feels a little heavier. And then this is chubby. So maybe I'll send all 3 of these together in one package for another giveaway. But this one again is for lore. 7 skeins, y'all. I've made progress on my shawl. I've made progress also on John's pants. I put that last row on. I showed you guys the squares I had made. I am now doing some edge work and figuring out how to seam up the whole inseam and still have enough room like in the crotch and legs and whatnot. I can't show you guys those videos of me fitting him because it's just, it would be inappropriate. Sorry. I do have the shawl to show you. I did not put a marker, so I apologize for that. Again, my Bowie cat mug. I love this mug so much. All right, so this is The Shift by Lisa Mutch. And I told you guys my debacle about this, about not remembering I had already used this safety cone orange yarn in another project. But I am pretty far. I am now using these 2 yarns as my last color, and I am 2 rows away from finishing how many repeats I have to do. So technically 4. So I have to do 2 more garter bumps, and then I have to do some more rows to like do the finishing, and then I'm binding off. I was hoping maybe I could bind off for this episode, but I don't think I'll have it bound off and blocked, which I think this shawl is gonna need a good block. So let me turn it around here. Ready? So right now it's like short rows up here. It is so scrunched up on this. It's so hard to show you guys. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Boop. All right. It's just so scrunched up. I can't wait. I should have maybe put it on a longer cord, but at the same time, I really like the stitches being all bunched up together because they're they're quicker to knit. I'm not pushing them. Does that make sense? Eek. Oh, you know what I never said? I'll draw this. Let's see. I will give people 2 weeks to enter because I know not everybody watches it right away. There are some podcasts I think that people are like, oh my God, this person put out a new podcast. Bam, they're watching it, right? I don't think that's so much my podcast. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to give people time. So I will draw not in the next episode, but in the one following that. So you'll have 2 full weeks from me posting for you to make a comment. That works. I think that's what we did for the subscriber giveaway too, because it gives people enough time to post. So I'm excited to see what people say they might make. Maybe they're gonna make like multiple sweaters for kids. Maybe they're gonna make like a hat, scarf, mitten set. Like that yarn would be so good for like really wintry items, mittens, hats, because of it being woolen spun. It's like really airy and it captures all that warm air in the way that it's spun. So yeah, I'm excited for this. And thank you again, Michelle, for donating that for a giveaway. It is a very gracious giveaway. It's very nice. It's very nice. And to be able to do that to help one of my viewers have like a sweater's worth of yarn is amazing. This community. Okay, I'm gonna stop. There we go. All right, until the next clip, y'all. Maybe I'll have this done. Maybe. Okay, it's the same day, Thursday. Andi has been making all of these awesome dowels on her circular sock machine, and I'm jealous. So I'm biting her style and I'm making some dowels. Well, I made one and it's not finished, but I wanted to show you what it looks like before and after because it's really quite interesting. So Andi also has made videos. I will link them for you to go watch. She's made Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula and a scarecrow pumpkin head guy, and they're awesome. They're so awesome. So I made this. Now it still has waste yarn on the bottom, so I gotta take this off, but she's gonna have glittery black shoes. Then she has like some tan skin, brown skin, whatever. She's got skin. She's got some pink bloomers on underneath. And what I did was I did a picot hung hem for a skirt. So like the whole skirt, you know, can flip up like that. So you can see that she has bloomers. Then she's gonna have the dress. I have to put arm marks in. She's got her face and this little beanie type hat, which I'm gonna pull tight at the top and maybe even add like some embroidered flowers on it. Yeah, I just thought this is so cute. I'm making, and then I'm gonna do some braided hair down the sides. This is more supposed to be like a sun hat, but I think I didn't do this hem wide enough. We'll see when I pull the neckline tight and the top around her head tight. We'll see if it's gonna look more like a sun hat or more like a beanie. So I just thought, I'm just experimenting. I don't know how many rows I should be doing exactly. I mean, Andi's video she gives you the numbers, but that's specific to doing like face and then hair. So I'm just trying some things. This looks so crazy and I love it. So, and I use the yarn that you might remember this yarn from Hazel's bolero type shrug that I made. And so I'm hoping she really digs it because it has the same dress color as her shirt. And I think that's kind of sweet. So this is Mesa Skeins in her cherry blossom colorway. All right. I guess I'll show you this when it's done. Hey everybody, it's Friday, and so Hazel took the doll for show and share today, which makes my heart happy. She loved her, or at least she told me she did, and she wore matching outfits with her doll today, so that was really cute. I'll insert a picture here of the doll. Maybe even tomorrow I'll see if she wants to show it on the podcast, you know, so you can see the actual doll in the video. So I can't stop laughing about this. Okay, so I was like, oh, I've seen people make beards with like using a toe or a heel, and you fold it down and then it's like a beard. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, I could make like a gnome. How fun would that be? And I was like, oh, but they have like big noses and I don't know how to do that on the machine, or I don't want to make like a separate item to then sew on. I want it to be all one item. I mean, I know there's going to be things I make that aren't all one item, all part of the machine. But then I remembered I was testing fingerless gloves, and to do the fingerless gloves, you do a gusset on the machine. So you crank up to like here. So you're crank, and you crank up to here, and you put all these stitches out of work and on the back side. And then you only have so many stitches in work on your machine. And you're cranking a flat panel that makes the thumb. And then if you don't have a machine, this could be confusing. Then you're taking these edge stitches, and because you took 20 out of work and you made a 20 column, 20 stitch flat panel, that's your thumb, to go around your thumb. You take those edge stitches from the flat panel, and you bind off the top of the thumb, and then you have 20 needles that have nothing on them. You take the side stitches from the thumb flat gusset part, and you put 10 from this side and 10 from this side back on your 20 needles. Then you can keep going in the round, which connects the glove again to make the hand part. I was like, oh, if I do that upside down, I have like this tube, a little tube, and I don't have to make it really long. It can be short. It can be short, and then I can just pull the stitches tight and sew up that little seam on the inside, and that can be a nose. It kind of looks phallic. I've not sewn him all up, and there's ends everywhere, and I don't like his hat because I think he needs a longer hat. And it's just weird, so oh my god. Ready? 3, 2, 1. He was gonna have like black shoes. So ignore the orange. I still might keep him. I think I'm gonna get some safety eyes and put him on there anyway. And then if I have to, I'm gonna do some crazy hair for the back. A little too much there. I think he needs to be less stuffed. And I think because I used this yarn, it doesn't look as good because it blends in with the beard. But the concept technically really would have worked. I just think there's tweaks that needed to be made. So I don't know if I should rip him out or keep him. I gotta stop. But I had to show you. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, everybody, it is August 21st. It's Saturday. Let's round up this video. I finished the knitting part of my shawl. I'm not sure if I love it. I've been ripping a lot of stuff out lately. I haven't blocked it yet, so I'm going to block it, and then we'll see. This is the front. So I will block this and probably talk about it again before I decide if I'm going to rip it out or not. I just thought it was going to be a little bigger. Again, I haven't blocked it, so I shouldn't complain yet. But it also isn't as big as I usually like. We'll see. We'll see. Ta-da! It's really hot out today. I should probably get this soaking and get it blocked today since it's really hot. I just wish it was a little longer. It's all right. All right. Blech. I forgot to grab the dowel. Let me go do that. Back. Magic of television. Hazel flips her hat up all the time and she's like, she looks like a sailor. But then you can see where I didn't like put all the hair, so. Dolly doll. So she's got the sparkly feet, her skin, she's got bloomers, her skirt with the picot edge. She's so cute. So cute. And so Hazel likes to do this. Which is totally fine, but I think I need to add hair to the back if she's gonna do that. Okay, so I started another one because after I gave her this one, she was like, do you think you could make me a witch? And I was like, of course. So the first time I made it, I took the ripcord out for the skirt part because I did a roll top type for the skirt. So it wasn't a, like this is double thick because it's a hung hem. This I didn't do that way. When I ripped the cord out, the ravel cord, the whole thing fell apart. I had to redo it. Totally fine. I had to redo it. And she's not done, so it's okay. So she has black shoes. She's got striped stockings and green bloomers. And this is her skirt, so it comes down. Then it's hard to see because it's black, but she does have the waistline and then her arm dimples. She's gonna have her face and her pointy purple hat. Excuse me. I wanted to get some safety eyes, so I like didn't panic buy them. I was gonna panic buy some from Amazon and I didn't, so I just went to the store. Michael's had two selections, and I think Joann's had only the black eyes, so I just went to Michael's and got it. So I did get some of the safety eyes, and she's gonna have brown eyes, so she'll have little brown eyes. I don't think I'm gonna do like a mouth or anything. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up around this edge and crochet out like a ring for like the brim of the hat, because I didn't know how to do that on the machine. And then Hazel wants her to have like some crazy hair. So I still have to, I needed the safety eyes before I could do any further, like stuffing and closing of this. So now that I have the safety eyes, I'm gonna put those in, and we're gonna have a witchy poo. I love her striped stockings. These were 2 yarns that I just kept running the yarn up on the inside and switching colors every 5 rows on my machine, which worked out really well. But undoing it when I had to rip all this out was a big mess. And I had all these little balls, and I was like, okay, this is the feet ball, this was the leg balls, these were the dress. So I have those. But so we have a birthday coming, and I gave Hayes her birthday present. Like just a small piece of her birthday present. I don't even know what her really big present is gonna be, because it's all little stuff that I've gotten. It's not even that much. She has talked about the rubber bracelet loom bracelets, the rainbow loom bracelets or whatever they call them. So while I was at Michael's today and I had a coupon, I purchased one. So this kit comes with doing it on this loom, and it comes with, so it came with all this. So it came with this, the finger loom and this loom, and it came with some rubber bands and the hook. So her and I already made one on the loom, and she did really well. It says 7 and up, but I had a feeling she would be okay, and she was, so we're okay. And I wanted to play around with the finger loom piece, this piece here. So I did, and I made the fishtail, which I think most people have seen the fishtail. And it's actually, I found this easier than the loom piece, so we'll see where this goes. Because I had the coupon, I only bought her one extra bag of bracelets, these pastel ones, and yeah, I think that it worked out. So I'm gonna block this. Don't forget to enter down below. I am still, you know, just plugging away at stuff. I did start the new sweater that I wanted to cast on that I ripped out from the cardigan, that yarn, that blue and tan yarn that John dyed. I started the neckline. It's not enough to really show. The Friday tee, that's what it is. I was trying to think of what it was. Oh, I should have bought some bigger eyes for my crazy gnome. I think I'm gonna keep him because it's funny. Yeah. All right, that's all I have to show you today. And we'll see what I get into next week. I hope everybody's well. Like I said, don't forget to enter down below. We'll pick that in 2 weeks. And yeah, I've just been life-wise. We have a party planned for Hazel. We have camping again coming soon. It's a lot. School, we went to tour a different place. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I know I'm gonna have a emotional breakdown when she goes to big kid school. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Other than that, I've been watching Superstore still, and I think I'm getting near the end of the seasons, and I'm gonna be sad about that because I really like that show. I'll have to find something else. And then because I've been commuting some with work, I've been listening to podcasts again. And one of the podcasts that I really, really love is called Cocaine and Rhinestones. And it's all about early country music, which I really dig. I love the early, I don't love the pop country music that is country music today. I don't like that at all. I don't listen to it. We listen to a lot of the country artists that seem to get shunned from actual country music, which is ridiculous. So, yeah. Tyler Mahan Coe, who is David Allen Coe's son, is the one that does this podcast. So he grew up living in like the not early country, because early country is like way early, but I like the stories, hearing how it started, and like was influenced with a lot of the the bluegrass music and like Appalachian mountain music. That's really interesting, and I just love anything that has to do with history anyway, so it's really good. And I think there's going to be an episode on Loretta Lynn, who is probably one of my absolute favorite women country singers. So yeah, so if you get a chance and you want to try giving that a listen, go ahead. That's all I got for you. Now I'm done. All right, knit happy, y'all. Bye.